Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Dune Awakening content. Folks, I'm so excited to be here with you today. I want to talk to you about a couple of different news items that you need to be aware of, and I just want to make sure that the community stays up to date with what's going on. So the first thing I want to talk about today is this little bit of information that came out today. It's a really awesome announcement that we got this morning. It's about the live stream number 3 about building. And if you remember, in one of my previous videos about a week and a half ago, I dove into some information that I found on the Discord, where one of the Discord moderators, community manager Iggy, had made the post that he was talking about the next few development live streams that were coming and what they were going to be on. He told us about combat, the number 2 one. He told us about the building system and this one for number 3, and then he also mentioned another one and possibly a 4th. But if you remember right, we talked about that, and I don't know if they're gonna have time to squeeze 4 in, but if they do, I'll definitely be there for it. But if you go to their channel on YouTube, you can see the announcement right here for live stream number 3 will be on April the 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. You can go ahead and click this little button right here for you that will say notify me, and it will give you a little notification beforehand so that you won't forget. But if you're as rabid for the Dune information as I am, you're not going to forget this, because I've got like 3 different kinds of alarms set on my phone, on my watch, on all different kinds of stuff, so I make sure that I don't miss it. But this one is going to be live stream number 3, building and crafting. This is like Dear Mirandus is what this one is, because building and crafting is like the 2 things that I love the most about these kind of games. I love the building system that I'm seeing. If you remember right, I did like an hour-and-a-half long video on my thoughts of the building system from what I had kind of taken away from multiple different videos that they had released, and the little snippets here and there of the stuff that I've seen, and I kind of talked about it from my experience as an MMO gamer of many different style games like Ark, Conan, Rust, a lot of different kind of games where you have the ability to build. Enshrouded, No Man's Sky. I mean, I've seen a lot of different building systems, and to tell you the truth, I really like what I'm seeing about this game. I think the building system looks unique. They've made a lot of little interesting things about it that are going to be really cool to experiment with, like the blueprint system, being able to sell those builds on the exchange. That's just interesting. The ability to have multiple houses like that, that's not necessarily groundbreaking or anything, because in games like Ark, you can build wherever you want to, so you could have 1,000 houses if you wanted to. But in this game, the way they've got it set up, I like it. I think that's pretty cool. They give, from the information I've been able to find so far, they allow players to have 3 different Fife consoles to be able to place down 3 different builds, and I think that's doable. That can be fun. We can work with that, so I have no complaints on that. And then the crafting system. Crafting is something that I'm super passionate about. It's something that I have always focused on in every game that I've ever played. I've always got in there, and one of the things that I've always wanted to see right off the bat was their crafting system. What are they doing? How are they doing it? Are they using mods, components? Are they doing this? Are they got enhancements? Do they have transmog? All those kind of things are interesting to me, and they're a mechanic that I truly love. So this video live stream about building and crafting, I mean, this is like Dear Mirandus. Watch this video. That's what it's about for me. So I wanted to make sure that you saw this and that you were aware. If you're a member of the official Discord, I'm sure you got the notification day that they put out saying it was coming, but a lot of you may not have been aware, so I just wanted to make you aware. They do have the official chat going already. As you can see, this Mirandus Crafter guy got in there and said, let's go. and you have the ability to go ahead and throw some comments into the chat ahead of time. So get in there and say hi and let us know who you are and that you're pumped for this video, because it's going to be super awesome. Let me like that real quick while I'm at it, and then you can share it around to your friends or whatever you want to do. But this is their official channel and their official content, so anything we see in this video, we know we can take to the bank because it's the developers that are saying it. Now, that doesn't mean that later on down the road they couldn't change their mind about one of these systems, but you know, hey, it's going to be about as good as gospel as we're going to get, because it's going to come straight from the developers. So one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about while I have your ear for a minute is also one of the other things that's coming to us in just a few days. Today is the 23rd as of the day that I make this video. And if you'll remember right, about the 15th or so, a couple weeks ago, the word got out that there was a special content creator testing event going on, and that the content creators that were invited to this testing event were able to record footage, their own footage, and be able to make content on that, and then they were going to be allowed to release that content when the embargo on that content dropped. Well, the embargo on that content is about to drop, and it's going to happen on the 25th. So that's just 2 days away, and then we should get a really big influx of new content from content creators that were lucky enough to participate in this event. And I wanted to remind you guys about that, because I've got lots of people in my guild, and a lot of them weren't even aware of this when I put out the notification for the last few days saying, hey guys, don't forget, the embargo is going to drop on the 25th on that content creator content, and we're probably going to get a lot of new information, so be paying attention to that. A lot of them were like, huh? What? Because I don't think they really did a good job of trying to put that information out there for people to know about. And so I wanted to make sure you knew about it, because it's something that's going to be very exciting. There's no telling what we're going to get to see. We may get to see some building. We may get to see some crafting. We're probably going to see a lot of combat. We're probably going to see a lot of shenanigans running around in the desert and getting ate by worms. It's probably going to be a great time for all. And there's a couple content creators that I personally really like that I can't wait to see their content, because they're just super freaking hilarious. So I know that it's going to be banger whenever they put out their content, and those are the guys that I kind of want to be more like myself, but I'm not as funny as these guys. But there's going to be a lot of really good content put out, and it's going to happen on the 25th, so don't forget about that. So that was basically it for this video, everybody. I just want to tell you thank you for watching my content. I really appreciate it. If you found this content entertaining or informative in any way and you liked it, think about subscribing. Help me grow my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel and get my content out there to the masses, so that through my content and through my efforts that I can help swell the player base of this game, so that we can have a lot more people to play with, and so that Funcom can be more successful with this game as well. If you like the content, then by all means subscribe, hit the like notification, and then hit that bell so that you can be notified anytime that I make more content that you might want to see in the future. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in another video about Dune Awakening coming soon. Have a good day. Peace!